Welcome to your astrological forecast for the week of Monday, March 25th through Sunday, March 31st, 2024. This week, definitely the main event is the full moon lunar eclipse that will be happening on Monday, March 25th. This eclipse occurs with the moon at 5 degrees Libra opposing the sun at 5 degrees Aries. And this is a big deal because, first of all, it's the first eclipse of the year, so definitely big in that way. But also with the moon in an air sign and the sun in a fire sign, both of these are yang energies. They're both dominant. They're both oriented toward action and newness, new activity, physical activity. So definitely a big deal in that regard. And what I always say is a full moon lunar eclipse, it pretty much has the same themes of a full moon. It's just amplified. You can take those themes and multiply them by 10 or 100 even. And that's pretty much what you get for this full moon lunar eclipse. Specifically, this eclipse will happen very early in the day, Eastern Standard Time. Looks like just after 2 a.m. So it's not going to be visible in North America. We will get one next month that will be visible. So that's going to be a really big deal. But this one is important as well. It's signaling that we're moving into eclipse season where everything is going to really ramp up and get very wild. It's not just for this eclipse. It's really for the next month or so. We're going to talk about Mercury retrograde happening next week too. That's going to be a big deal. But talking about this eclipse, so what it has to do with for us as a collective mostly has to do with what Aries and Libra are all about. The Aries Libra axis has everything to do with relationships and self-expression. How do we honor ourselves and be authentic with ourselves while also honoring other people and their truth as well? Aries is more about how do we speak and represent ourselves. Libra is more about listening with other people, cooperating with others, etc. So really it can be difficult to manage both sides of the equation, but that's what's necessary to have strong and effective partnerships, strong and effective communication, etc. So in all of these kind of relationship and social areas, that's where we can expect a lot of change on and around Monday, March 25th for this eclipse. And I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. That's pretty much what I have for you this week. That's definitely the main event. Look to where 5 degrees Libra as well as 5 degrees Aries, look to where that opposition falls in your chart, because that's where you can expect a lot of activity and a lot of new things happening. General activity, general chaos, general newness. So that's pretty much the main event for this week. Next week, Mercury goes retrograde. So keep that in mind as well. Mercury is like speeding forward this week. It's a lot to manage right now. We are moving, really for the past couple of years, we've had Mercury retrograde at about the same time as the eclipse season. So when you get both of those together around this time of year, it can be very intense and very volatile, but also extremely necessary and valuable when it comes to self-discovery, self-exploration, things like that as well, and improvement, which I think is what we're all here for. That's what astrology is all about. Okay, thank you for watching. Definitely stay tuned next week because there's a lot going on, and I'll see you next week.